This is the FFR Trading Market Minute. And again, this is a daily candlestick chart of the SPY, the ETF for the S&P 500 that we track week to week. And you can see this is Monday's trading activity here. We're on Thursday here. We opened with what we call an outside gap up. Typically, these gaps do not fill the same day. It's only about a 30% probability that the market will sell off today all the way back down to yesterday's close here. So it's more likely that we'll kind of just trade in this range or eventually move higher off of this. We haven't taken Friday's high out. That's would be the new all-time high. But we have set up some divergence here. So we had a higher high in price, but a little bit of a lower high in the oscillator here. So this momentum is starting to wane up here. Doesn't mean that they can't put another top in here, but the likelihood of that is those chances are getting lower and lower. All right, so this is the weekly chart, and you can see it looks like we're going to close this week with an inside candle here. So this week's candle will close inside of last week's range here. And you do have divergence here on the weekly chart as well. So obviously we had a higher high in price, but the oscillator here was not following. And so we've got divergence there, another indication that this move higher may be waning and looking to pull back. And then finally, let's look at the monthly chart here. In the monthly chart, you can see, right, we've had 4 months in a row of higher highs here, but we are starting to get overbought on the monthly chart. So some signs that price may be waning here. If we go back to the daily chart just to see if we do get a corrective move here, right, if we're not able to take or make a new high here, and we get a corrective move, we've got this big open gap below the market here, and there's about an 80% probability that this gap is going to get filled. The question is when. So this would definitely be a target that we'd be looking at to the downside, fill of this prior gap here. Some of the economic data set for next week. We've got Tuesday's ISM Services PMI, Wednesday's ADP employment change, Friday, we've got average hourly earnings and the big non-farm payrolls report. Hope that helps. Have a great rest of your trading week. We'll see you back next week in the FFR Trading Market Minute.